3, 2, 1.
Light 'em up.
I'm Paul.
Buck.
This is the Paul and Buck Show.
Hey, big Buckin deal.
All right, here we go. We're back today. Paul and Buck Show, big Buckin deal.
So what's going on, man? What you been up to?
It's been a while. Been a hot minute.
I know you've been.
I haven't been doing shit.
We went to the vintage drag, so it's kind of hot. And then you
We went to
you finished it off, and you came right back for the latest event, Big Sleepies.
I tried.
You tried.
I tried.
So what went on? Because I know I saw you in the video. Just real quick, I knew you were gonna go, and I seen you driving up your car.
Yeah, we made a.
He didn't put you on video, so did you get to make a clean pass, or you just didn't put you on video? Because you're like right behind Dinkle, right?
Yeah. We made a motor pass. We found some things with the linkage. We thought it was some other things we were chasing, spark plugs, but it was something totally different. But something overlooked, I guess. Get the little initial bugs, trying to get them ironed out. But made a motor pass. It was okay. Tried to make a nitrous pass, and transmission wasn't having it.
But were you excited to be back in your Camaro? It's been a while.
I was nervous.
Yeah, I bet.
I was. I ain't gonna lie. I was nervous because it's been a while.
You got a lot of gadgets you put on your car that hadn't been sorted out. So
Yeah, it was a playing curve. Thomas and David, they were helping me out, and just some forgot the tire gauge. You had to get back in the routine. Tire gauge, got to check tires. Just little shit like that. Getting the bugs out. Or, for me,
yeah,
and Dad, we were trying to get back in the routine, I guess. But it's almost like I didn't want to race, but I did.
So how's the track? Was it sticky? I mean, it got hot during the day. So.
Well, Thursday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Everybody was on Thursday.
It was Thursday testing. The track was. It wasn't. I want to say this right now. Like Thursday it was typical test. It was not fantastic. But Saturday.
It was badass.
I'll give Mike props to Mike.
Yeah.
It was.
It's the best it's ever been.
It was working.
People are getting stuck on the track, standing there. That bad.
Not only that, it was just people were flying.
Yeah. I've seen some cars that were gripping.
And we'll talk more about that later. But I give Mike that. Like I said, Thursday, I wasn't expecting it to be, badass. There was like a handful of cars.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 or so cars testing. So it is what it is. And everybody tested on the right lane. Everybody's hitting that right lane, and the left lane was not. Took some time to come around. Friday came around.
So what were the classes? How many classes did they have?
There was, I think, 5.
There were 5 classes.
Yeah.
2 index and
2 index. You guys were in extreme.
OG,
and
Little
hitters,
Rascals.
and Little Rascals.
There you go.
So then there was a 6-0 and 7-0.
Those were the index classes.
So that was index. So that was Big Sleepy, Little River, 7th and 8th.
Which class did you enter?
Well, I was gonna try to get in one of the little hitter, maybe the OG or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sounds like a good.
Because that
good name.
I think that's a cap race, right?
Yeah.
That's the cap race, right? So that's
Right.
I think they call it a 5-0.
I think they had a 508 or 509 on it.
508, 509 index, even basic index, but that's what I was trying to get into. And again, it didn't happen. Stuff. Transmission got burnt out.
So how did it go? If they know your car's faster, but you enter that class, do they?
The thing here is
You let off at the end, like a no prep word. You
they'll
can't let off and shit.
No, they'll kind of know because
Yeah.
I guess what they do is they look at all the time trials. If they're there on Thursday or Friday, they'll police it, and they'll tell you if you're too fast or not. I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
And it's all invitational. So if they don't know, you don't know your car.
So they
they're
probably
not
already
gonna let
know
you
that.
run.
Right. So that's another key.
Or
thing.
somebody's going to have to vouch for you.
Right.
Yeah, and you can't turn the clocks on for whatever. I think it's that same rule. You can't have the clocks turned on, whatever. But you just have to be. It's kind of an honor system, but they kind of know.
Right. That's why it's invitational, right?
It's an invitational, right?
Yeah.
So the invitation, and there's a whole bunch of things going on because I think they're restructuring some things again. To the fact, I guess they're making another class, or they're gonna get rid of one class and bring back like another, something like that. But they pretty much police everything, so they'll know what you run. And at the end of the day, like I said, extreme was no cap. Right? It was it was
Heads up.
It's a heads up. You know, whatever first one to the finish line, basically.
Now, do y'all get to? Does any of y'all have one of those little
The dragon.
onboard draggies? Yeah. Do you run one? Did you use it? If you had one, did you use it?
I have it, but I didn't use it this time.
Yeah.
They actually gave us time slips.
Okay, just not posted on the
They
board.
Right.
Just, yeah, they just weren't on the scoreboard.
And
But-
you only got your time. You didn't see the other time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
it was it was big, and like I said, the track was on, and fast cars were. I mean, I didn't hardly see anybody. Well, there was some people breaking tires loose, but I mean, other than that, I mean, there was just. It was good. I mean, the track was on, so props to Mike and all the others crew there. I guess it was he had the whole crew working there, so they were working overtime.
And it ran smooth. I mean,
and that's-
overall, it was good. I mean, what, 2 or 3 oil downs in the left lane, and I mean,
Even
the left
after-
lane was still good.
Yeah, even after that one big oil down,
Yeah.
which was probably right around midnight, and
wow.
I think they took like 2 hours to clean that thing up. But and you said that it was
Yeah, the
on.
next truck down was.
It was fast.
It was
went
fast,
So,
yeah.
so I mean, props to them, and of course Sleepy and Boogie.
Yeah.
Boogie was hustling. Boogie was all over the place. He was
Boogie,
down there.
boogie.
Boogie
Yeah.
was boogieing. He was down there coordinating the classes and getting stuff squared. So it was good, man. It was a good event.
What day did you have your issues?
It was Thursday.
On Thursday?
That was Thursday. So I went out Thursday test.
So you just kept the car in the trailer?
Yeah, well, we tried to go. Thomas had maybe some things that were going on, so we tried to go Friday morning and try to do some things, and it still wasn't happening. And I had 2 transmissions in the bed at the truck, but it was like those
Get 'em
are
to
not,
put on.
they won't hold. They probably won't hold. So we just took them just in case we needed something minor that
Right.
might have happened, but it didn't happen. I mean, it is what it is, man. I if the fluid was low, hey, our fault. But if it blew a seal or something, or if something else went out, I don't. But the transmission's been in that car for a long time, and it sat for 7 years, and we not, doing nothing other than changing the fluid. And
It'll be ready for the end of the month.
it'll be ready. I mean, like I said, I just got to get some parts. Thomas can help out. And
So how did it go for you, Thomas? This is what we got you here for today.
So yeah.
Tell us from the beginning. I mean, you guys all show up together, but so how did it go? You drive up there. You're excited. You're anxious. You're nervous. What's going on?
Well, and actually, I like
Yeah.
to so
Yeah.
they had their other car there. They had their little rascal car,
Mhm.
right? And but y'all guys didn't test till Friday, right? Y'all didn't test till Friday.
Yeah, we ran a shootout Friday.
Yeah, okay. They had a shootout on Friday, so. But yeah, Thomas. So yeah, going up to Thomas helped me out. He didn't go up there Thursday to test. He was there trying to help out me and everybody
Yeah.
else. And Friday, Friday came in. How did the Friday start off? So you came in just kind of. I gotta go help look out shit, and then bought the trailer, and then had lunch and on the go.
We left the truck in the trailer on Thursday.
Yeah.
Left it in there Friday. We test Thursday, the Mustang.
No, we didn't test either car.
Oh,
Yeah, he got off
Yeah.
late Thursday.
that's right. And
y'all,
then
y'all went straight into the shootout on Friday, I guess, with the car.
yeah, and
Now, those for their listeners that don't know, what kind of car do you have?
It's a 12?
2012
2012
Mustang.
Mustang.
So
Yeah.
David Stidham, by the way,
Turbo
sorry, you
LS.
got David
Yeah.
Stidham.
And you have it's a slick car, drag radial car. What do you got?
Drag radio.
Drag radial car. So you're running with your drag radials
Mhm.
for the event. And you, Thomas, what do you got? What did you show up with?
Oh,
Small tire or big tire?
brought the love, and it had slicks on it. And watching everybody Thursday,
Right.
watching everybody Friday, it's like, oh, we better take the slicks off and let's put the radials on. And it was a good choice.
Yeah.
The track was,
It took it.
it took it. It took everything we threw at it, and probably would have taken more. So we were happy.
But
Yeah.
you went,
Mike
you
did
went
a-
on a safe tune, A to B pass. Make sure you were just gonna make a clean pass.
Yeah, I mean, you always think that.
Right.
And we get up there and it goes, and we're like, oh. So,
Crank it up.
Yeah, because I guess Saturday, y'all just had that one lick. Y'all just had that one test lick.
Yeah.
And he got in it, and,
Yeah.
and it shot him to the right a little bit. So
What-
he didn't make a clean pass.
So which lane was that one?
That was right lane.
The right lane? Wow.
Yeah.
And
That's supposed to be the good lane, or that y'all.
Well, and it wasn't the lane. It was
Yeah.
it was me.
Just you.
And
It's back
we
in
were
back
more
up.
concerned about launching
Yeah.
60 foot,
Yeah.
and
So he got
once
that.
that was good, shit.
If it'll make the 60 foot, it'll
Yeah.
make
It's
it.
gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna
Right.
go away.
And it did, so we kind of just played with it very little until, hell, last round, and we figured we might ought to stick a little more in it.
Yeah.
And we did. We stuck not a lot because we still were concerned, and it was enough.
So were you excited to know that you just kept advancing
Oh,
and realizing that you were getting
You're
past,
always
past
happy
the.
when you're making rounds.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Now,
So,
especially in the field that was in
Right.
the field, there was some fast cars. I
now
mean,
turbo cars, they have the scramble button at the very end if they think something's gonna go wrong on their part. Nitrous guys, what do you have something like that?
yeah, all I got is bend the gas pedal.
Some more,
You're
right?
pressing like hell. and you're-
Did you feel like you needed maybe a little more floorboard clearance, or you were good?
Oh, yeah.
Put
I
it
needed some
to the
more.
floor. Yeah, put it to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I saw your final race, and I mean you were straight, you were running hard. I mean,
Oh, it was a good pass.
Yeah.
He was coming on.
Yeah.
I mean, once I seen the video of the finish
Mhm.
line, it was close.
Yeah,
It
he
was
was there.
close. It was,
But,
there.
I
it was
mean,
close. It was close. The wind light came on, but when you go through the field that you're
Right.
going through, right? The first round, second round, third round. I mean, everybody was quick. I mean, there was some quick cars. I mean,
Never got a buy, didn't get no lucky draws.
yeah, and there was a buy in there, by the way. There was a buy in there.
There
other
was.
cars, yeah.
And second round, the battery went dead on the nitrous pressure gauge.
oh,
Oh,
So we're running blind trying to figure out how much pressure the bottle had, and do we heat it up some more? We purge it down.
oh, man. So you're kind of in the blind on
it's
pressure.
gonna go,
Yeah.
or something's gonna happen. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of a bad feeling.
It would turn on for enough to get a glimpse of it and turn off.
Man. Yeah, and Thomas filled me in that there's a certain lithium battery that's required. You can't just
Yeah.
put a AA in there, by the way.
No shit.
FYI.
I
You
wonder
ain't
why. I
sticking
didn't
a
wanna
regular
ask, but-
double A in there. And it's like, damn, it won't do nothing. This battery's dead.
Yeah.
No, it ain't dead. We grabbed the wrong shoe.
Oh man. Well, even on top of that, so you guys moved forward. Then how the hell did y'all? I mean, you like come on for the split second, sheet pressure. Okay, I'm close to pressure.
In the staging lanes, we would flip it on real
That
fast.
one little
and-
hand meters, yeah. So they still, yeah.
Well, we were just trying to see the gauge.
How
Yeah.
fast? Yeah.
Get
We'd
it up
see a
just
little
above
bit.
it, no little purge, it'd be right there close.
Yeah. So basically, we go to the line and couldn't see nothing,
Oh,
and just
man.
kind of purge it till it was clear and hope it worked.
It worked. I mean,
Yeah, it worked.
it worked. At the end of the day, it's like you just probably don't know the feeling. It's like, damn it, you need to know.
Yeah.
Because if
Before
it's too
you
hot,
wanna know.
you want
Yeah.
it's too hot. It's gonna might hit too hard of a hit, or if it's too low pressure,
Yeah.
it'd be too soft.
The only advantage to it is the track was good.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter.
It
yeah.
wasn't as
Yeah,
susceptible to knock
that's
off.
true. Even if it had too much pressure. So, man, exciting weekend overall. Because with you guys running, you guys are busy all weekend. So y'all guys, just like everybody this past weekend, everybody was probably going to bed at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 nights in a row. But so going back to Friday when you guys were running the shootout, running Little Rascal, so overall, I think there was how many cars were in that class? Or it was an 8-car
Friday
shootout.
it was 8.
It was an 8-car shootout on Friday. So, did you guys have any good luck with that run and those passes and those little hitters, or Little Rascals? I'm sorry.
No, we made a converter change during the monsoon of rain, so we never did test it.
Oh the rain. It was a bad April, May. It was raining its ass off every weekend.
And instead of dragging it somewhere, we just tried it, and it was a little tight. So it wouldn't get on boost. It wouldn't do what we needed it to do.
I got you. So. Got some test hits at least. Got some tests, and now you
We got data to
you got
get it
data.
close now.
Yeah. So, well, is that car gonna come out again?
Probably
'Cause-
at the next.
Parts are on the way.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go. Parts are on the way.
it should be good.
I haven't seen your car. So are you an LS car, small block, traditional, big
That's
block?
our car.
Okay.
It's together. And it was kind of a throw together deal for last year, and it ended up fitting this class well.
Yeah. Okay.
And my car is down.
Yeah, you got the hatch, right? You got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's I thought maybe that's the one.
Oh yeah, it's a different one.
Which I'm like, he's in a different class. Okay.
Yeah.
No, mine's 93.
Yeah. Okay.
And hopefully it'll be done by the next time.
So in that car, it is a.
It's got to be done because the truck ain't going back. So
You got to come on and get another. Well, we'll get into that here with the truck because there's gonna be some things he might want to share, maybe not. But so the question was, it's an LS in the 12, right? So it's
Yes.
an LS turbo.
A 6.0, 5.3, 4.8,
5.3.
5.3. Okay. Yeah. Usually that's like the common block to go and pick and pull and assemble it. You know?
I think that one's aluminum, right?
yeah.
It's aluminum 5.3. Combination on it. I mean, because Little Hitters is basically a kind of a cap race, so they got caps. So I mean, it can vary anywhere between
It's supposed
550,
to be a street
560.
car, right? It's supposed to be a street car,
Well, it's built for
weekend
the-
car. Yeah.
Yeah,
For the slower class,
Yeah.
the Little Rascal.
Little
class.
Rascal. Yeah, so it's a yeah. So
It,
it's,
it still has a stock crank in it, so we can't kill it.
yeah.
Right.
And it's a full interior car.
Oh, it's full
Yeah,
interior.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
full interior,
Nice.
dash, windows. I mean, it's a nice car. So on that, so they'll be out soon and to fill in there. But I guess the next race there's gonna be another big sleepy race.
Yeah,
so
right
they-
back to back. That's what I
So
was
they got
looking at,
the Leo, that's like 1st of
Birthday
August,
bash.
birthday bash, 1st of August. Then towards the end of August, they're having one at XRP. It's an XRP, Little Rascals.
Now,
it's
do they
a
carry the
Extreme.
same? Do they carry the same category when they go up there, or do they change it? They still carry the same.
Yeah,
I
those
think-
are like their classes,
Okay.
their
Yeah.
trademark classes.
Yeah, so I think it's going to carry it. So that's all, big sleepy,
Yeah.
and I guess it started out with Little Hitters, and then it just morphed into
Evolved,
all
yeah.
kind of shit.
Now-
I mean, as far as in a good way, to
Yeah.
where they're trying to get everybody to fit into a class. I mean,
Now
that's
the
what
old
it comes
the
down
old cars from back in the '90s that were out there. What class were they running? Like Dinkle and these guys that just brought their
to.
cars out.
Probably that True 10.5, wasn't
True
it?
10.5.
Yeah, but I mean,
Or
so
Little
Dink,
Food.
Oh,
it,
this last race.
yeah, it had to be Little Hitters.
Little Hitters.
It had
Yeah,
to
they
be
were
that-
running OG
Yeah,
Little
so
Hitters.
like Dinkle made it out, and I mean, maybe there
Were
was
they
a few-
allowing turbo cars to go in that? Or
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah,
I wonder how
yeah.
the nitrous cars, fared.
Well,
with,
that class
with the
is
modern
capped,
tech.
so it's all.
Oh, regardless.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's the one that's a 508.
Okay.
That's
That
so,
was okay.
and I think that class can vary. It may be like a 490, it may be a 50. I think they decided to be a 508 or 509 or something this past weekend. So that the Little Hitters is you can't run away from it. I mean, so they try to make it to where it's all equal. That's why they put the cap on that one.
Right.
And then the extreme is no cap. It's just wide open.
No cap, but invitational.
Invitational, yeah. So
Same way with OG Little Hitters and
yeah, so everything's invitation. So they try to get people in who they think and they know that are going to be around that ET. So, but going back to the weekend, you didn't test. You literally came off the trailer. I mean, for all practical purposes, the Little Rascal guys, you guys kind of get in. You got to test it. You got some data now. You got some parts on order. Converter, and so they're going to be ready for the
Right.
next
For the next
round. And
It's going to be even hotter. A hotter weekend. I mean,
So-
temperatures are going.
yeah, let's talk about that, right? So, Friday when you tested, the track was there. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. I mean, it was hot, so they waited to when the sun went down and the sun was off the track, which is about dusk, 7:30 or 8. So the track was there. It was hot. I mean, but if you adjust your power, you can make power. I mean, you can make power in you want to call it moisture in the air, right?
Right. The humidity don't
Humidity
kinda
and-
adjust the shit.
But so Saturday, when you made your test hit Saturday, that first hit, because it was getting kind of dark, I guess, when you made your first test hit,
yeah.
and the track was there, so the track was already there, man. I think it was there because you shot out pretty good. Everybody was rocking. But coming down to that point, how did you feel? Because when was the last time you ran that truck before this race?
New Year's race.
Yeah, so this is what I was going to ask you, because I know you're always
It
working.
hadn't come out of the trailer in,
Right.
what, 6 months.
So it was there from when they ran on the street in New Year's. So
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you. I
That
said,
was
I know
last-
you're always working. I know you don't like just play with your truck every Monday through Friday and shit. So
I have to open it and make sure it's still in there sometimes.
Hey, he started it up to warm it up and it shot rust out the pipes.
so I had a flat tire, you know, and it, yeah.
No, I
You ran it
keep,
like
I
that,
keep
right?
it aired up, or I got the bladder underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah,
So-
it's been 6 months since it's been
Sounds better if you just say
fired
August,
up
right?
or anything. And
Yeah.
So it was just it was anxious. It was ready.
Came out of the box, went to work.
She was ready.
Yeah.
She was ready to go to work. But making that first hit after 6 months, I mean, I know you may have made some passes. Have you made a pass in the?
no,
Okay. Well, getting back into the seat like after 6 months, how did you feel? Did you feel like okay, back in the office?
oh yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right.
I,
So
nothing changes.
that
It felt good though. I mean, when it left, I was like, damn, it's there.
it's
I
there.
hadn't been this in a while.
But the driver wasn't there. Them
Oh.
reaction times wasn't too good.
You got to knock the cobwebs off. It's
Yeah.
all good. Like I said, you get back and then you get in that second pass, third pass. Oh, it's
Everybody knows when it's your night, it's your night,
Yeah.
and everything falls into place, and everything feels good, and
Right calls get made, right?
Yeah.
it's
Well,
just-
the
You can't do wrong.
the
Yeah.
internets have all been saying your truck was running really good all weekend.
yeah,
You know, that's what what you read. You know,
it did. It did its job.
Mhm.
Old girl's ready to go.
it doesn't always cooperate either. It's
Not all the time.
so, but surprise this weekend
Yeah.
it was in your favor.
Something with the alignment of the moon and the stars.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I know when you made that first hit, and I was like,
Thursday.
Saturday. But his first hit was
Oh,
Saturday.
Saturday.
His first hit was
That's right.
Saturday.
Yeah.
So, and he let out. You know, I was like, but it took off it took off good, and it was like, yeah, it's gonna work. I mean, you could just tell, and the way everybody else's cars was hooking, the track was there, man. Like I said, Mike, kudos those guys. They did it. They did a good job.
Now, when anybody's car, when it comes out and you do a real good pass like that, do you get tempted to change some shit
Yeah.
just to see if it'll go, or you just like, nah, I think I'm just
We're
gonna.
usually pretty good about leaving stuff alone.
Yeah.
And a lot of it depends who you draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're drawing a car that you either gonna give it away or you got to do something stupid, we'll try it.
Right.
But-
Yeah. Overall, like I said, I mean, I don't think guys did make a whole lot of change at all, other than just doing the maintenance, checking fuel, checking bottle temperature, and
Radial tire.
tire
we pretty
pressure.
much left it alone till last
Yeah.
round, and we knew that Steven always does pretty good. So
Yeah.
Had a swing for it.
yeah, so we
Yeah, what do you got to lose, right? I mean, you're there in the final, so I mean,
yeah, you're gonna knock tires off or it's gonna go down. And
yeah.
now, big change? No, we didn't make a big change.
Yeah.
We made a change what we thought would work.
Cover
Just
it.
increase a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I dig it. Like I said, it was working. And to everybody who kind of came over and was telling you the same thing, oh, it's flying. It was flying. I mean, it was rocking, man. And so, kind of recap of like, who'd you draw first round?
Prior.
John Cryer. Okay, that was a close race. Well, I mean, I think other than he kind of lost
He
his
lost
hood,
the hood.
lost the hood. But
I mean, that's got to be a pretty crazy feeling when your hood takes flight and you can't see it no more.
yeah, you can't see it. Yeah,
It was high. It
And
went,
if somebody's
it
not
went
paying
out of the
attention,
video.
where's it gonna
Yeah.
land?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, so that was overall that was a good race, right? I mean, in John Cryer's car, by the way, it's a beautiful car, nice, pretty, slick.
He'll
He's
get it
gonna
lined
get
up.
it. He's gonna get it lined up. I think he's got little, it's a new car, so he's getting all dialed in. So it's gonna be fast, pretty. Second round. Who'd you have second round?
John Carlson.
Yeah.
John
And that
Carlson.
Blue Love.
Water boy.
Yeah.
Oh, water boy.
Yeah.
That was a pretty. That's a pretty little low. It was turbo, right?
Yeah.
Turbo car or turbo.
I think conventional small block turbo, ain't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he's got old school small block.
Oh, first gen small block turbo. Nice. I didn't see that race. By that time, we all petered out. It was. Now, what time was that second round?
All the time blended together to me.
Yeah. I think I seen it was 2 o'clock because my wife posted all the videos, and I think
She
it
posted that
was
one.
2 o'clock, I think.
Damn. So that early in the morning, sometimes people like, why do y'all run so late? And sometimes the dew comes in. Was that was not an issue? Was it? I know Thursday night the dew was kind of setting in even about like midnight. But how was it Saturday
You could
night?
tell it was heavy, but I don't remember the truck never had dew on it, so.
So that's good. I mean,
Yeah, it
I don't know if that
stayed
played a
dry.
factor or
Racing.
not. Yeah, I don't know if that played a factor or not. But again, that's good for you. I mean, for everybody that for
Yeah.
to be safe and whatnot. Because I know usually by that time it's
Starts changing
it
up.
gets condensation. Start
Yeah.
building up out there, so it changes things. So
Yeah.
which is good. So that was second round 2 o'clock. Third round has to be about 4 o'clock. I mean, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Third.
probably.
Third round. Who was third round? Was that David?
David Oliveris.
David Oliveris in the red one, in
Yep.
the red truck. I posted on my CenTex.
That truck looked pretty nasty. I saw
That
it.
truck is beautiful.
Yeah.
He's got good trucks. He's got another truck, but that truck is nice.
Yeah, I had not seen that truck before.
Yeah, that's a Hemi, right? It's a Hemi, like
Gen
a
3
Gen
Hemi.
3
Wow.
Hemi,
Twin turbo.
Twin turbo. That's a low. I mean, it's a low 5-second truck. I mean, it's
Yeah, he's carrying the wheels on it. For a big truck like that, just
Yeah.
moving. It's like,
yeah, it's
wow.
fast.
Yeah.
So you guys had him, obviously, right? Got the W, and then final was Stephen Little. That was a close race. If anybody hadn't seen it, I'll try to post a link on the
How many of
page.
the no prep cars got invited to?
I mean, that
to
was.
run
I mean,
track?
that was. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I don't know, but there was some.
Aston was there.
Yeah, Ashton Wright was there.
Dylan,
and
Richard.
Richard Smith.
I don't know.
I mean,
That might have been it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Of
So
the normal no prep.
yeah,
Right.
and of course Little, but yeah, there was some car. Ashton was there. Ashton car flies. I don't know how he fared, but Ashton was flying. Richard was flying. Dylan,
Broke,
he did, he got a transmission.
input shed.
Broke input shaft. Maybe next time. But so yeah, there was some people at Bubba Lowry made a good outing on his first car.
That car, freaking.
Yeah.
It looked like drag radio fest, man. When that car was going, I did not. You see most cars around here, they're all squatted and just moving squat.
He
This car was
separates.
low and it just jumped, and it was nose down
Yeah.
all the way to the end. I'm like, wow, man, that thing must.
He made
the
some
track
good
must
looks.
be good for that car to be.
Yeah, he made
that
some.
kind of car to
He
be.
made some good looks. He made some good looks. He's
Yeah.
getting the bugs out too. That car's new, or the motor's new. And,
Yeah, it's all rewired, and because the last one was a fire, wasn't it?
Oh
So-
yeah, that was last year, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
They had a lot of work to do.
That was right. That's right. So that car got a lot of work.
You know what
done.
amazed me about that car? It's a real Firehawk car.
Yeah.
Those cars are worth some money.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe it was just a sticker on his car until he
Oh, no.
posted the little badge. He's only got 315 horsepower.
'Cause that's the one
as a joke. But I'm like, oh shit, it's a real Firehawk car.
I mean, that's the one you did. I mean, that when Tovar had it, were you gonna buy it?
I
Or
went
you
and
looking
looked at it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's a good F body. Got some, Firehawk. You don't
Yeah.
see a lot of those no more, right?
You got a fan here? I'm a Pontiac Trans Am guy. I don't have a Firehawk, but I got a WS6.
So yeah, Bubba was getting down. I mean, it was
It was a good event.
good racing, man.
And
And
it was packed.
I wish they would have it more than one time, other than at Little River. But I know they have it at, they got the picnic and all the other stuff. But it's just like the picnic's just gonna be just like this. If it's gonna go all night, it'll go into the morning time. I mean, it's just it's one of those things, man.
Picnic's always good. XRP will be a new
Yeah,
venue
For
that it's held at, so
yeah.
hopefully it'll be good as well.
I'm sure it will be. I mean, it's always good there. I mean, but like I said, I wish there were more. I wish they would have it in the freaking spring and fall,
So
They're
so I was
talking
gonna.
about doing one in October.
October. I mean, damn.
So
Like I said, maybe at the end of the year when it cools off.
when it cools off.
Yeah, I was gonna ask a question because nobody. I mean, when you're looking at it on video and you're looking at stuff, nobody really pays attention to how hot it is, and you're the one that's got to work on your own car, and it's hot as shit.
Oh,
Even though you got AC or something in your trailers, for those who do, how do you cope with the heat going to these races? Because not everybody's going to go because they're going to say, the stands are too hot. Oh, I'm not going to go. It's just too hot. Like me, I went back. Shit, 1 o'clock, I'm out of here. If it's in the morning, I'm not going to walk and sort my butt out taking photos. So somebody else can do that shit. But for you guys, I've seen an old school dude back at the vintage tracks. He used to run with his dad. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I was leaving, and another guy goes, "Hey, let's go say hi to him." And so I heard his car pass by earlier, and it had open exhaust. And so when we go out there, he has no trailer. He drove his car. He doesn't have a cover. He's out in the heat. He doesn't have a hat on.
He's dropping
and
his exhaust.
He's
Put
changing,
slicks on.
putting his full exhaust back on. Oh, I thought I'd try some turn downs and see if it'd pick up a little faster. Old school. This guy is old school. He grew up with his dad since he was a little kid, and he was his driver. I mean, he was his backbone. He was doing this shit at the vintage drag. And I'm dying, and we got trailer. We're all thinking we're badass. But this dude was kicking ass. How do you guys, our age group, how do you guys deal with the heat? When you go out there in the summer like this, wishing
Shit.
it'd be better in the fall.
Then you got to jump into a driver's suit.
Right? And it gets even hotter in the car.
It was hot.
Can you even concentrate on your switches and paying attention to your tree? And
I mean, it was hot, and I didn't wear I wore my dirt track jacket. I probably shouldn't have, but it was. I mean, by the end of the night, it was soaked. I mean, I threw that shit out of the trailer, and my wife went and washed it off. But
soaking wet,
very back far corner.
You just drink a lot of water.
You got to, man.
One thing me and Buck here discussed a long time ago is when he wanted some shirts.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey, do you think you have a thin shirt? Where the air will blow through it? Because once you take off your suit, I mean, your back is stuck to them old school shirts, And so we decided to make a switch to a thinner shirt and do it's called DTG. It actually airbrushes onto the shirt. Mm-hmm. And a lot of you guys that ask for shirts that they want a thicker shirt, he immediately goes, "You want that thinner shirt, man? You don't know what it's like, when you wear
It's
a
good to say,
shirt."
I want that 100% cotton. I say, you probably want something blended. You want something blended because you're not gonna be happy.
Sometimes it's gonna feel like a wool shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
It just literally comes off your back. Yeah.
But that's a good point. Like I said, but to where you get to not necessarily the wear, but but when you jump into a driver's suit, or even if you got to pull a plug or something. Ooh, I don't. Jay Baker, by the way. But when you got to pull a plug and you're sitting there, you got to have a damn
it's hot as shit.
Sleeve on or something. You got to get in there. But it is what it is.
And I think it'll screw you up getting in the air conditioner.
In and out.
Yeah,
I would
it make you lock up, man. You go get.
You step back out in the heat.
You're gonna be. And so a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people
acclimated to it.
Yeah,
we ran it a little bit, but never really went in unless you get bottles or.
Yeah, basically we did it to cool the bottles off.
Yeah,
right.
Because they were coming out of the trailer at 1,050
psi,
and I don't run that kind of pressure.
And that's just sitting in the trailer. That's how hot it was. So they had to cool them down.
The generator gets hot and it kicked off. So
so you got to figure out. You got to have shade for that sucker. I mean, you really want to know where you. Without giving your chosen spot at the track, but there's a favorite spot for everybody, right? Not that we're going to disclose, what the best spots are. To each his own. Yeah. But there is a choice, right? When you go to Little River.
Yeah, man. I mean, and it's the position is because the sun's going to go down on that one side on the right hand side of the track. So it's just how you park the trailer. The trailer will be shade certain times of the day. And that shade comes around and it helps out. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to help. But overall, I think when you start looking at what you do at the track, your temperature, all that shit, it plays a part. It wears on you. Like these guys were out there Friday night late, Saturday night late. Man, they're kicked ass. So, but to kind of go into the touching of the event, but. What we know what you guys are doing to the Mustang, right? You got to do some converter changes. Will the love come out to another event here soon?
Probably not. we were already at 250 passes on rods.
Oh,
on
yeah.
aluminum rods.
Okay, yeah.
So every round that we did make,
Yeah.
it was like, oh shit! All right, we made another round.
Yeah.
You know, you hear the horror stories
Yeah.
about, oh man, we're gonna make one more race, and
Yeah.
they blow up in a burnout.
Yeah.
See, I read.
It happened.
I never ran aluminum rods, right? But
It
I
happened.
read. I got tempted once to buy them when I had deep pockets to build whatever. You know, live with mom and dad. And so I read this whole thing straight from GRP. You know that that's a myth. These rods will last you forever if you just treat them right,
I
proper
got
cycles.
GRPs, and
But
they told me,
Yeah,
250 passes.
you might want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and those rods, I looked today, and we put them rods in 17. So
So you're like
They're
251, 252 pass?
You made at least 10 that I know just on
Well,
back roads.
Oh yeah, yeah.
they've got it's
Yeah, it's time.
over 250 on them, and it probably won't come back out. We'll get David's car back together, and it's gonna have to
Carry the throne.
carry the load.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, okay, rods. Now, you're saying you don't think you'll make it out this year?
no, probably not. I mean,
Gosh.
by the time you order
Yeah.
pistons from CP and you get rods and
Be
Yeah.
weeks.
whatever machine work done, and
Yeah, you don't want to rush that shit.
so
That was the only rule for the weekend. The rods had to be inside the motor.
Make sure that drive it back in. Make sure that the engine
All
diaper's
parts
not
had to be
soaked.
inside.
You don't want to be the one with the oil in the
Well, so that's what you got to do. Yeah. So I mean,
and the truck made its fastest pass
is that right?
at Little River.
This weekend?
Yep, this week.
Final round.
They always do say that the motors run the
I know.
best, and
It's because that rod's
what-
going
that's,
so high.
that's where you're getting a little more compression in there.
So there it goes.
I got you. Yeah, that's a good sign. Let's go
We're going to
ahead.
end on a good note. And,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
Have you
hear
ever heard the rod squeak or anything like that?
No,
Not that you can hear, but
no,
You'll be-
it's been a good motor. That motor was built in 11, so it's 13 years old.
Yeah, it's a
and
good motor, man.
this will be the original set of rods. Second set, this will be the third set of rods in it. So,
Can't
and
complain.
it'll be the second set of pistons.
yeah, short rod, long rod on that one. What do you like?
Most your 598s have 600-700 rods. That is a 680. The pin is just moved in the piston.
Into the piston, yeah.
So
So it likes top end. Well, it's a big block, but you can feel top end on it.
yeah.
Yeah. That motor's been it's seen
Pretty
some
good
good
motor.
days. It's a good motor,
Yeah,
man. I mean,
it
so,
has.
but and even like before you put the side exits on there, we had like full exhaust, and you can hear that motor. That motor should talk.
Oh
Pretty.
yeah, the one time I was at
Yeah, it should talk to you, man.
I've heard it. I've heard the truck before, but this time I knew you were there, and so I'm paying attention. You're going to the line, and you did just a little burnout, man. And goddamn, I mean, you echoed over all the cars that were there. It's like shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Even before the side exits,
Yeah.
it was. It used to chirp at you, but so update, right? So the Love probably won't be out this year. It might. I mean, I'm sure Thomas might get a wild hair pizzazz, maybe like a big money raise.
Push
Like,
it
oh, we got
again.
to put it together. It'll be like
Yeah,
a.
better pull the
Yeah.
engine
It'll be
off
like
now,
a.
man.
It'll be like a. Oh, we'll get it this weekend. It'll be done. So but maybe not. But so. Now, Dave. Yeah. So your update on your car. I mean, I know it's been down. But you got stuff. It's ready.
Yep.
Is it?
After a year, finally got a crank.
There you go. Back order's a motherfucker. I mean, it is a thing.
That's the
I'm
thing
assuming.
over
I'm assuming it was a back order thing, or is it
Yeah,
just a
well-
bullshit thing?
I really don't know anymore.
I think
forgot.
they got them built and they sent them off to somebody
I
else.
probably got the same cranks in everybody else's motors.
Well,
But they finally shipped it.
Yep.
And
hey, you
It
got
looked good.
you got
It's
it in. You got it in. Okay, so you're gonna
We
Mustang's
gotta
gonna come out. So that's gonna come
Adapt
back
a
out.
few things on it, make it a little easier to work on.
Cool deal. Be ready to rock then, right?
It should be ready to go.
So
And
that's
Thomas can go drive the bumpity bump car.
No.
there you go. So yeah, they got two Mustangs they're gonna be playing with. Chevy Power, by the way. So but you're gonna be out. plenty of races, 2 or 3 races, picnic. You know, you're gonna have the Mustang out. Anything else? I mean, y'all gonna do anything else with the 2012? I mean, other than Little Rascal. I mean, you can do anything pretty much if y'all wanted to, right? I mean, y'all can do a 6.0. I mean, index if y'all wanted to.
Oh, yeah, but as far as what the car will run, it'll probably Little Rascal.
Little Rascal.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you ought to see the car. It's a nice car. It's clean.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I mean, I've seen something I've seen a blur, I think, on Facebook. But
Yeah,
other than that,
race book.
mm.
But
Is this a mini tub car or stock
All
rear?
factory.
It's all factory.
Yeah.
Factory style suspension, front and rear, full floor pans. It's
There's a top end 5.3, or y'all put some rods in it and stuff, or
Got stock crank, but it's got rods,
Good
pistons,
rods.
and crank,
Yeah.
or
heads.
heads.
yeah, it's a nice. I mean, it's a simple build, but it's
clean.
It's clean. I mean, it's really clean.
That car was thrown together because David's car was down and couldn't get a crank, so we busted ass, threw it together, and
It worked.
See,
Yeah,
I
it
envy
worked.
people who have Mustangs, man, because even if you have a stripped out F body, you can't just throw something together in that shit. I mean, so
Well,
much stuff has to come off.
Yeah.
we had to do a lot of digging
Yeah.
to make everything work.
All the
and-
piping to come around.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not
That's
like
a
plumbing.
big car. That's way bigger than my Fox body.
yeah.
It like barely squeezes in the trailer. That's
Which car you got?
The
Which
the
one you
12.
got? Oh,
The 12.
12, yeah.
12,
The
yeah.
12
It's
was
a
bigger.
lot of
Than,
car.
the 12 was bigger than like the 87 93s, right?
I mean, you have to winch it in the trailer because you can't open the doors.
damn.
damn. So that's all. I mean, it's a full body car. I mean,
Yeah.
what does that thing weigh? Probably 35 or something. I mean,
It's a factory,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
that's a big
Call her Little Debbie.
That's a fact.
It's a Danish ring.
It's a little Debbie. Yeah. But so I mean, there's a lot of racing. Y'all guys can do some racing there, and nothing else. I mean, other than big sleepy stuff. I mean, what else could y'all do? There's a big Jake race this weekend.
Oh, we ain't got nothing for that.
I mean, they got like street classes in that thing, like a street.
No, they
It's
got
all
just
just
small tire and all steel.
all
glass.
still. Oh shit. Yeah, okay.
And I seen.
Yeah, those
I
are.
don't know if it's this one or the one in September. They were paying $100,000.
Oh, damn.
So
I think
that's gonna-
32 cars paying
So
100.
that's gonna be
Car for
everybody
that.
coming out of the woodworks.
Yeah. It'd be nice to win that 100, man. Shit.
Wouldn't it?
On a luck.
That's
And that probably won't pay for the car.
Nah.
right.
That might not pay for the weekend.
Yeah,
run.
that's it. Yeah. So that's at NSXRP.
XRP.
XRP. So Big Jake is a. I mean, that's
Just a big event.
a big event. It's a.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring everybody from the East Coast, West Coast. I mean,
Has anybody seen that up in Edinburgh, the Murillo thing? Have y'all seen that?
And
oh,
There's an event.
he's
I
having.
just saw it. I was like, maybe
I
2-3
did see
days
that.
ago.
It's I think it's in June or July,
Mhm.
and it's like a chair. I don't know if it's like a.
I don't know. It's something, but I
'Cause-
mean, it's got all those South Texas cars going up there, which a lot of shit over there's fast. So,
Oh yeah,
but
there's-
yeah, even the street cars are,
I
potential for nothing but drag car duty.
I
but still.
did see something. I don't know. It's something from about Murillo. I don't know if it's like something for his medical.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's some
I
kind
don't
of
know.
charity thing. I thought, but that
I know his son has a Mustang, right? Like a 12 or 13 or something like that.
his son.
Type of Mustang.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I
Yeah.
haven't kept up with him.
Yeah, I
but
haven't kept up.
assume
In, I
that's
mean,
what's
he's
gonna be out
yeah.
there.
I haven't kept up a lot of stuff, but other than like that, other racing. I mean, because you got some of those guys. The HMP. They got like kind of like a similar Little Rascals thing over there.
490.
Yeah, 490, H
490.
900s.
Yeah, so H90. That's what it is. I mean, y'all could do something like that, right? Maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
and so they got that. They got. I mean,
Now,
the,
not in the 12.
No, the 12
oh,
won't
and
do
you're
that.
in probably in your car though, right?
Yeah,
You-
490 is kind of that's quick.
Yeah.
So 490 hitters. But like, I mean, when you start looking at stuff at the end of the year, I mean, you guys are gonna run some events, right? I'm gonna try to make some too, but I got to get my shit together. But when you start going down and looking at what's y'all schedule, I mean, what does it look like for you other than your truck being down, but you're gonna run the Mustang, you're gonna have your Mustang going, and I mean, you're
I'm
gonna
hoping just to run Sleepy's races and then
yeah, because I mean, I mean, for all practical purposes, that if didn't you have to run this race to be like invited to the picnic or some shit?
Yeah, I think
Or
so.
whatever it was, you got to run like this event to run the picnic
Yeah,
or something.
I think they always say you got to run at Little River.
Yeah,
You got to run with them at Little River
That-
to go run the big track.
I got you. So, I mean, everybody's gonna run it. I mean, there's gonna be people be down. You know, I'm sure they're gonna need some fill-ins. I mean, I'm sure you can get right in.
And then you got tomorrow's race.
Oh, let's talk about that. That's
Yeah.
that's right.
The 10-5
That's
slick
the-
tire. They call it a slick tire deal. I don't
That's
know.
the
if
So
Central
that-
Texas
that's-
Streetcar
That's the
Association.
yeah.
event.
Yeah.
And I thought there was a lot of rules on that, but then
That's what they
I
call it.
seen something the other day. I didn't see all them rules.
Oh, they add some more? Or did they put some? So, from what I thought, like the old school back half, or not old school back, it's old school 10-5, what I guess what it's referring
Right.
to.
Yeah.
So, it was going to have all the same rules that they had back then, other than I think they're going to allow turbo. I don't know if there's a size restriction. Had to have the firewall had to be in the same place, shit like that. That's what I thought.
And maybe I dreamed it, but I thought that they had went back to the like the small tire rules
Shit,
and
maybe.
for this first one.
Oh, you know what? I think I did see that.
So what
For-
were the old school rules, just for the listeners?
So didn't they have some weight requirements in there?
For the old 10-5
Old
stuff,
10-5 stuff,
yeah, you had weight.
Yeah.
You had stock firewall, frame rails.
Frame rails.
It could be a back half, but it had to be ladder bar. Back
Okay.
in the day, it had to be square tube. It couldn't be
No round tube.
No
No
round
round
tube.
tube. Yeah.
Um,
We need. So that's a CTSCA, right? They're going to go back and do the Central Texas Streetcar
Well, that's what all the
Association.
old cars are. I mean.
And now they're doing that. They're doing index too. They got an index, and they got a big tire.
big tires.
And then they got a small tire, which is I think that's gonna be
Right.
like an outlaw, like whatever, just as long as you got a 10-5 or a small tire on it. Which I guess
Oh,
they're
you know
small.
what? Maybe I confused that. Maybe I confused their small tire with the 10-5.
Okay, maybe because
So-
there was two different. Yeah, there's two
Yeah.
different ones. So they got a small tire, and I think they're calling their small tire 29.
No W, yeah.
29,
they have it on
29
top.
half, 29 half 10-5,
Right.
29 and a half 10-5, not a 28. And
So-
then no W, no W. But I think I seen something about
That's
a.
what I said.
Maybe they had something about a 315. They're gonna allow 315.
No 315.
No 315. Okay, shit. So all over the place. You think I would know, but so that's on the 22nd. That's not so. That's basically middle of June or end of June. Basically a week and a half, 2 weeks from now. But I mean that should be a good turnout. I know. I think Dinkle's gonna make it back out, and I think it'll probably bring a lot of people out too. So
I wonder what the deal is with 315 no bigger than a 295. Is it just because most people can't fit that tire, or
Well, it starts going into a big tire.
Well,
yeah,
yeah, I
315
mean-
is like a big tire. That's,
315 is a pretty
that's
good
pretty
size
big,
tire.
Yeah.
tall tire.
Yeah,
So I
it's
guess that's
tall.
what it is. I mean, it's got to be.
Because an F-body or a Mustang, you can't fit that
Yeah,
bastard in there.
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's
So
what I'm
yes, so Matthew's got that going on, and then from what I hear, he's going to try to make a series or have more than one event, which would be cool. And that's what would bring out, and that I would go run that shit all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Those are the ones that
That-
we used to watch all the time.
well, those are the ones you used to watch. But then the other thing, like the main reason why, like we don't have to like have a deep pockets.
But
And you run at home.
You can and you run that
Sleep in your own
exactly.
bed when you're
That's
done.
exactly
you
right.
go
You
back
don't-
home, come back.
You can go, yeah,
And this
exactly.
one, I thought I read it, unless I read it wrong. It's at the beginning of the track, not at the top end.
Yeah, it's a
It's
prep
it's a
race.
race. It's a prep race. That's basically it's a prep race.
From the
So
tree.
so instead of them always doing like
Now, were they doing 60-foot prep? Is that what I read or wrong?
They said it was going to be slick prep, like a
Slick
bracket prep.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, that can mean anything.
It'd be crazy if it was just 60. Like, then leave the
Well,
rest alone.
even
from
even
whatever.
even a bracket prep. I mean, when you start putting power down, it may not be good. I mean, I don't know. We just have to see. But it's gonna be something new and exciting, and always with something new, it's gonna you'll hit the stands may be packed, but they need to keep it going to keep the bleachers.
Well, tomorrow's events, they brought back
brought
a lot
them-
of the old school people, last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
They brought them all back out, and I guess if it wasn't for those events, the track wouldn't see some of these old school cars coming out. I mean, because you start having to.
Well,
Well, everybody does want to see
the
the old
thing-
cars, so you start putting, classes for the old cars to come back out, and that's
The thing that's
the
gonna make it or break it is
Yeah.
gonna be, I mean, just like everything else, the payout. I mean,
payout. Yeah.
I mean, if it's a good payout, then people can come back. If it's a shit payout, like towards the end when Little River started doing their 10-5 stuff, that's what killed it. The payout wasn't shit. They weren't getting no
Beat your
payout.
cars all night for $800.
Yeah. You're 400, 500.
Yeah.
So that people are not gonna. So if they do good there, and I think they're getting some sponsors. I mean, you know, CenTex Streetcar Association, CenTex Wiring Solutions, and I'm sure they can get some more. Right, that's gonna be a part of the affiliation. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I mean, hopefully it's a good thing. I mean, because like I said, like Dave said, it's at your home track.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta go fucking go.
And for the fans, man, it's better to see the cars start at the beginning than at the end.
Yeah. I
They
think
carry a good following though.
Yeah.
So they bring out a lot
Yeah.
of people and
And I think, like you said, it's going to bring back a lot of old cars that have nowhere to run.
Yeah.
That weren't competitive in some of today's
Right.
classes.
Yeah, because you got phased out because
Yeah.
Let's say you're 383 with nitros, you were good way back in the day.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if you can run, on small tire, but if you're running 5.0s, 5 teens, that was gone.
Yeah.
You got to run like 490s now on some of these,
Yeah.
some of the stuff. So yeah, you're not gonna go beat your shit up, and if you got a car that's in that ET range, then yeah, that's a race. That's a race for you. So
Might have to learn how to run slicks again.
yeah, right. Everybody's radios now, right? So you got to go back and do readjust. But I think Dinka was on. He was on slicks, I think,
I
wasn't he?
think he was on slicks.
I think he was on slicks.
Wow, I don't want to take a photo if I saw a drag radio.
Yeah, he.
And
He.
wheelie bars.
And Willie Bars.
I was wondering what them things were.
Almost tripped over him.
Yeah.
Those Willie bars on it?
Yeah.
I thought that's where you tied your straps onto or something.
I didn't even know that's what they were called now.
Yeah, he Thursday he was testing. He made some good licks, and I guess he went there Friday, Saturday. I think he made a good lick, and then I think first round he may have hit the tires or something. But man,
He
it
might
was
have made the fastest pass out there Thursday night.
that Thursday night, right? I think he did. I think he did, and it was a hit. So he still got it, and it was good seeing that car back out here because it's been a long time, just like a lot of our cars. Right? I think the last time my car was out was in 17 too.
Yeah.
So, but
That car's a Ford Pontiac or something like that.
yeah, that's Pontiac. He's got a
Pontiac Ford.
Pontiac Ford, something like that, hybrid, but fast, right? And I think he's gone. He used to have a big block Ford, big block Chevy, and then small block Pontiac.
I could be wrong, but I thought I saw him with a 5-speed at one point way back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
It must have been a long time ago.
and it was fast.
Long time ago. So, but overall, man, I think going over Thomas. Congratulations, Extreme, Little Hitters, winner. Was this class? Was this the first Extreme, or did they have an Extreme last year? They just made this.
No, they probably have had it for 2 years now?
Okay, I wasn't sure.
They moved names around.
Nah, no, man. This class may have been named something else before. I don't know, but I thought this was. The
I know
first
it was
year.
at least Extreme last year.
There was.
Yeah.
Okay. But Little Rascals is what came on because Little Rascals started as Top Gun or some
Top
shit.
Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember,
Yeah.
they had the Top Gun,
Yeah.
then they changed it because I think they tried to get everybody in. Then they
Yeah.
changed it to Little Rascals.
So whatever was Top Gun, it's the same with
It's
different words.
It's just a different name, but
Yeah.
I mean, for all practical purposes. So, God, man, there was so many cars out there. I can't even name them all, man. It's just you're like, man, I haven't seen that one in some time. And then, Glenn and them are out with their Camaro.
He was making passes in his car.
Yeah, they made some hits. They're tweaking some of their suspension, but they're making a hit.
It's another car that's been.
With
I
that,
don't know how
away.
long it's been since it's been out.
right?
so
Yeah, that was another car. Yeah, it's been some time.
They just don't come out and
Test.
be 100% right away. And
Yeah, but they're gonna get it dialed in. They're gonna be competitive. Like I said, Bubba's car looked good. I mean, with the hits that he did make. Damn it. Who the hell was that other guy? Well, Ashton. Yeah, Ashton was flying. I seen Ashton make some good licks. he made some damn good licks. So all those guys, they're gonna come out. Big Sleepy, it's a good event. Keep it going. We're gonna support it. You need to come on the show. I've asked you 100 times. You don't come on.
Everybody's busy nowadays. We have to probably put everybody
Well,
on
just like us,
conversation.
So. I mean, I've like for the past month, I've been jamming on the car just try to make this race and
Yeah, Sleepy, Clark, Daryl. That would be a pack.
Daryl, hey,
I would be in the stands watching.
Yeah, that
show.
would be a good show, man. And
a bottle of bourbon.
And Daryl's gonna bring the drink. Cause Daryl's gonna have. He's always got that good liquor. Did he make a pass?
Yeah, he went to the
He won.
finals, and they split.
Oh, they split. Yeah.
Yeah.
Daryl, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What was he
Yeah.
running?
6-0, I think.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yep.
Oh, see, I didn't make him. I didn't see
He
him
got
get.
he got some money.
All right, Daryl. He's
And
on.
Donkey was running.
Donkey, yeah.
Yep.
Donkey was
And,
running. Donkey.
OG Andy Reynolds.
Andy
He
Reynolds.
won that class.
Andy, okay, yeah. Let's do.
So these guys, because
So, yeah,
people
so-
don't know the name, but
yeah.
you can go to Little River Dragway at Facebook. And you can see their winner circle photos, right?
Okay.
You probably want to go to the primitive model.
Primitive models. what's
Chris
that?
Fleming.
Yeah.
You probably want to go to his page, so he's got all the winners.
And who else was there?
Andy Reynolds, yeah.
Tillman.
Oh,
Tickle Fits.
Yeah, Josh
Yeah.
Brandon.
So he's the one. That's another page because he's got a lot of. I think he streamed like 8 hours
You know
straight.
what we need to do?
So he was streaming.
We need to print up these photos of all the Central Texas cars that we know. So at the next time we're talking, we just bring them out. We bring out the photo and we'll say, "Hey, look, this is the car we're talking about." So that way they can go to Facebook and.
Well, with that being said, because I've been thinking about this for some time, is that we need to get CenTex, Central Texas Streetcar Association, like hyped up and do like a profile pic of all the drivers, and just do like a quick intro or something.
Those who are coming back, those who are
So
active.
those come back. So I mean, that
at the top of the list.
I always say that because that's what I want to do. It just takes time. Man.
Right.
Shit.
And who won?
Yeah, who won the? So OG was Andy
that
Reynolds.
class? The Mustang was it?
Little
Rascals.
I don't know if I seen it.
Was it that? Who was running around with Jared? Dang it, I can't remember either. The Little Rascals winner.
Was it the other black Mustang?
It was a Mustang. It was a black Mustang. Because a black Mustang won at Friday night shootout, and then there was another one that ran at that Saturday night.
Yeah. Too much going on, and
Yeah.
And there was a lot of hours invested in that racetrack.
yeah.
Yeah. It was a
All
lot.
the cars blended.
It was a lot of going on. Like I said, there was a lot of cars. I mean, it was just anyway. So with that being said, like I said, I mean, I appreciate you guys coming on. Like I said, Extreme Little Hitters winner Thomas. Obviously he's not going to repeat. He's going to be down. He's going to give up his belt, which is all good. And you'll be out. David will be out with his Mustang. Look out
I need
for
Lee Homer to bring me that belt.
There you go. Hey, so what was he running Extreme last time?
He was running. They had a little mishap and
Yeah. Well,
stood it up, and
he's the one that. Well, yeah, it is what it is. It happens. It was a long delay, if you will.
but he did say he had a diaper,
Yep.
and it
It's
ripped it, and
When he came and ripped it, man,
Yeah.
it happens.
Mike and them did a
Man, they did
good job on cleanup, and
They did a fantastic job.
They made me tired watching them clean it.
Who's
oh,
that?
yeah.
Who's that yellow Mustang? So that's one of the winners. This
That
was
must have been a 7-0.
yeah. So there's you. There's two cars here. There's
How big was the 7.0 class? That's more of your daily street weekend
They're
warriors.
running
They're-
while we're trying to get stuff.
They just throw them in the middle.
There's probably a pretty good amount of 7.0s. There's a good amount of 6.0s too. So
Yeah,
And see, they run the indexes. They normally run a couple rounds before we go run.
yeah.
yeah, they
And
get a
we're
couple
warming
rounds.
up. We're doing
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
while they're
Yeah.
racing.
In which they're always close racing, and those guys always close racing. It's index.
Mm-hmm.
So the 6.0 is always competitive. 7.0 is probably just as competitive. Like I said, there's a lot of cars in there. So Daryl, man, congratulations, Daryl. Got some money. Good job. Everybody else, Central Texas guy, by the way, Donkey, 63 Nova, I guess what it is, right? So, shout out. Anyway, so again, Thomas, David, thanks for coming, man. And everybody's gonna find this amusing in a way, just to know just some insight what it takes. Just like everybody knows what goes on. Everybody knows what the part of racing is, and it's die hard.
We'll keep it clean. There's gonna be no bashing. Everybody had a hard day, freaking kicking ass. And
yeah, it was good racing. Like I said, I just wish there was more of that racing kind of going on. Around here.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, I think
I would wish.
now that people seeing that you can put power down a racetrack,
that's a good
I think
point.
that might open the eyes up that it is okay to come to Little River,
Yep.
and you can go fast.
It can go fast.
You can do it on radials,
Right.
and
For the longest, the track had a bad rip of you can't put a radio car on that
Yep.
side of the hole.
we've struggled a lot there on
yeah.
radials.
Yeah. I mean, that was a thing. I mean, it was a thing. And now that, coming off of last year when old gentleman there from Ennis came down and TJ came and did last big bar none fit all, made it work. I think there was some records broken that last year, and then so now
We ran faster this year than we ran last year.
So and then now that there's some preparation, and now that the track can hold, it'll hold.
I think if the same quality cars were there, it probably could have broke it again.
Yeah. So kudos to Mike and the team, and like I said to Thomas. Anything else you got to fill in?
You know what? I'm just just me because I look at it in a wide scope from back then to now. You know what's happening? I see that these promoters are looking at the old ways of doing racing, and I always said, hey man, if they bring back old school, I don't care how way back, but if they bring it back until today, you open up the spectrum to more people to attend the track. You bring more racers out that ain't parked in the garage, and I think it's been a couple of years since they took no prep to the top end and did some of these old school classes. Like they started with the slow car or slow car, then they went to slow car. Eventually, I think they're going to get it right. Somebody's going to get it right, and it's going to pour in everybody at Little River. And so I think these guys are doing a great job. Just somebody's going to find the angle eventually.
So I don't think you could have put 10 more cars in that track this weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah. And on top of that was that there's some promoters out there that are scam,
right.
Fuck you, whatever. They're out there, but the promoters here that are putting on these races, they like Sleepy man, and he's been sticking with bar none fade all 9. So it's 9 years.
And he's good. He's good on Facebook promoting. I mean, he's fun to watch and listen to.
And you can find him if there's a question at the racetrack.
Yeah, so you can't beat that. I mean, by all means, you can't beat that at all. And everybody else out there that puts on successful races, there's promoters out there that are die hard, want to race, and that's all they want to do for the racers. And I'm not knocking nobody, but there's some out there that are just genuinely just in for one thing for them or something, right? So but nowhere's body around here. Central Texas, man, represent. It's all gonna be good.
It's going good.
And,
this event showed.
And again, I'm glad for Thomas and Dave, and y'all kicked ass.
What time did y'all get home again?
Sunlight.
It was.
That's how packed it was. Even if there was a little problem in the middle of the event, it stalled because it was that many cars.
At 6 o'clock in the morning, we left all of our vehicles there because you still couldn't get out.
God.
So people were they hung out, and it was packed. It was good.
I mean, you can't. I mean, that's good. I mean, shit. What time did you get home? Yeah, it was. I don't know. My it's all coming together. I don't even know. Right? Like it's
Thursday, 3:30. Friday, 3 o'clock. Saturday.
It was a weekend.
6 o'clock.
It was a 3-day field event. You guys are probably still fucking trying to recover on your sleep. So. Again, appreciate you guys coming out, filling us in. I mean, and to anybody else out there who just wants to come on and just kind of give some little feedback about, if they have an event or share. I've been trying to get, Bubba is I've asked him several times. He'll come on, I'm assuming, but he says he got to come on with somebody else. So Bubba out there, Chad, what are those guys? Shit, come on, I don't care, man. But to the next guy, right? We are here. We'll promote anything, any event. Matthew Tomeo, right? We'll stand by the event. Central Tech Streetcar Association, and that event's gonna be hopefully successful. We can keep it going.
Those look for sponsors. Come on here, talk.
Sponsors,
People will
come on.
listen to you, and you could be somebody big could be listening to you.
Yeah.
And next time they'll know your car, and you never know. You never
So
know
good.
what you might get promoted with.
So, okay, guys, anything else you want to fill in?
No.
Y'all guys are ready. I'm sure it's late. So, okay, awesome, guys. So, that's a wrap, man. Again, stay tuned. This episode will be up soon. Spotify, Big Buckin deal with Paul and Buck. Again, thanks, guys. You guys go home and get some rest. Until
See you at
then,
the next event.
the next event will be there. It's a wrap.